Roencia Reviews.
Sword and Sworcery was a very intriguing game. The graphics was uniquely placed and designed. While the menu does have a sleek graphic design, the game itself is very pixelated, bringing you back to an old style type of game. The music was very intriguing, and I think is probably the best asset to the game. There's a lot of different things you can do, like clicking on bushes, which activate and do a little animation for you. There's also a lot of different parts of the game that make it into a point-and-click adventure puzzle type of game. Due to the interactivity and the lighting and music, I would say this game was very fun, at least initially, and then during the gameplay. However, during the storyline, I was quite disappointed as I didn't really get involved with the character. The main character is a girl warrior who you go around fighting different threats that come your way, and you also go around trying to solve puzzles. Again, as you can see, the lighting and design that way was very well done. Without bringing up too many spoilers, I'm gonna stop this right here because this is the ending. And while the ending is very fun and interesting while you play it, I, again, really didn't get involved with the character. I didn't get involved with the storyline. And I didn't know where I was coming from. Like, where I came from really wasn't really clear. Where you started from wasn't clear. That was probably intentional, but for me, it didn't suit my needs as a game. I like to have purpose and plots and points to what I do. So this is Sword and Sworcery. There's a lot of different aspects you may enjoy like this game. There are character developments that are here between characters, and although they're kind of short and brief, not really in depth at all, I do like to have those as well. During the sessions, you're introduced to a guy named the Archetype. He's a guy who holds a cigar and guides you through your storyline. And you learn a little bit about how the game functions and works. There are sprites, as you just saw. Sprites are big part of the game where you progress onward, allow you to introduce miracles to the world. As soon as you start the game, there's a dog waiting for you. It shows you how to look and listen. Tells you to do all these things. And be sure to tip-tap. There is some interactivity with the water too. It's kind of fun that way. There's sheep. They're considered worthless in this world apparently. So there's a cottage hut. There's little bunnies you can click on. One nice thing about this game is later on you're able to travel into the sleeping world where you're experiencing a whole new version of this world.
What's up? Morning.
This is another character you get to know. Log Fella. Again, if you ever want to click on the bunny rabbits, you can chase them off. There's also a deer you see later on. Log Fella helps you with the first part of your quest. During parts of the quest, there's also certain areas that you need to click, you need to figure out, a little bit like puzzles. They're unique puzzles too, ones I never experienced before. So in that sense, this game was actually pretty neat. Also in the music, there's a lot of interesting music to this game. One of my favorite parts of the game, and probably really the only part I really liked about this game, was the music. For me personally, this game just didn't appeal to me. The sounds were well done. Approaching the waterfall brings up the volume, and the surround sound works. There's her first opponent. Wolf. A three-eyed wolf. Gotta watch out for those. So we're gonna go ahead and fight it, and I can show you a little bit of what the battles might be like for you. So you got a shield. You also can attack. With this particular opponent, you don't need this. You just need the sword. As they approach, you need to swing your sword and hit the wolf. After hitting it twice, he retreats, and you'll fight him later. So that's the basic walkthrough of the Sword and Sworcery. There's a lot of puzzles you'll come up with later that I haven't been able to show you yet, but needless to say, they're pretty fun, and I don't really want to spoil the puzzles.